So hello, today we are going to Potsdam, which is a town a bit outside of Berlin. It is the capital of Brandenburg state and it has lots of nice buildings and things because it's where a lot of royalty lived in the past. And so yeah, that's where we're going today. So hello, it's now the next day and I thought I'd talk a bit about what we did yesterday because I thought Potsdam was one of the most beautiful cities I've ever visited. So the day started with us getting the train from the train station. And instead of getting off the train at the main train station in Potsdam, we got off the train at the train station for the park, which meant we could do a walking tour through the whole of Potsdam. We could walk through the park and see the palaces, then we could go through the city centre and see the high street, and then we could see the main square, and then we would be at the main train station and go back to Berlin from there. And on the train it took about 30 minutes to get to Potsdam, so it is pretty close to Berlin. And yeah, the first thing we did was go through the park. And in the park we saw lots of beautiful old buildings. The sun was shining and there were the last autumn leaves on the ground. And as we continued through the park we saw more old buildings and eventually arrived at a really nice pond. We sat by the pond for a bit and watched the world go by. This was the first warm day in a long time, so it was very nice to sit and feel the sun on your face. And the next thing we did was arrive in the city centre, and we saw the Brandenburg Gate, which is like a copy of the Brandenburg Gate in the centre of Berlin. I'm not sure which one is a copy of the other one, or they were built at maybe the same times, but they look very alike. So yeah, we saw that. Then we walked through the high street and it was really nice in the high street. There were people performing music and a man performing magic. And we then had a burger because we had walked a lot, so we were very hungry. And then the last thing we did on the trip was look around the main square, and from there it was a short walk to the train station. And then as we arrived at the train station there was a man playing the bagpipes, which I thought was quite cool. And yeah, then we got the train back to Berlin and I had a really lovely time in Potsdam, exploring the parks and the high street and the main square. And yeah, I think if you're ever visiting Berlin, you could also take a trip to Potsdam because it was really worth visiting. And thank you for watching, and yeah, bye.